How is it to be part of the London Film Festival?
So far, so good. I don't know. It's I did a play here once, and I was so surprised at how enthusiastic everyone was. People come to the theater of all ages, and they really watch the whole play, and they don't talk on their phone, and they don't. And so far with this crowd, it seems like maybe the same is true about the film festival. So Manchester by the Sea is written by Kenneth Lonergan, directed by Kenneth Lonergan, and it's set in Manchester by the Sea, which is a small seaside town in Massachusetts. And the story is centered around Lee Chandler, who's my character, who returns home to his town he grew up to take care of his nephew because my brother had recently passed. And he's very, very reluctant to stay in that town, does not want to be in charge of his nephew. And as we learn over the course of the film, the reasons for that are that he has his tragic history in that town, and being forced to take care of his nephew and stay there forces him to confront his past. I don't know. I mean, it was unique just in how well it was written. Things aren't written with such care very often. This was something that Kenny wrote over 3 years. Many people, any book you get on screenwriting, it's like how to write something in a month, and it's just not the way that he works. And I think that for that reason, the stuff that he writes is really a lot deeper, more complicated and complex. I think that he understands people and understands actors, and he writes for actors, and he directs for actors too. He's not there spending all of his time on setting beauty shots. He's working with the actors, and he'll spend as much time as it takes to sort of make them feel like they're doing their best. What interested me? I just thought I like doing stories about people that aren't about. I like doing small, intimate stories about characters who are seem like real people, not sort of contrivances of the cinema. And that's how Kenny writes. He writes characters who talk like people I know and behave like people I know. And I would do anything that he writes. And this was a very special one, and I was happy to be a part of it.
What do you think the film most represents about the journey people go on through grief?
I don't know about that. I really don't. I mean, I think it says a lot of things, but maybe one of the film's successes is that it doesn't put too fine a point on any one idea or theme. I think it sort of presents a bunch of ideas and shows people sort of behaving as people do, dealing with grief, and doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to think about it all.
And how is it to work with such a fantastic cast?
Amazing. They make you better. Made me better. Michelle is incredible. She can do everything, Lucas was the most professional actor on set. He was, and I don't think it was just because his mother was there. I think he's a really earnest, sincere, hardworking guy, and a great actor, very talented, and off to a great start. If I were half as mature as he was at his age, when I was 17 or 18, I'd probably be in much better shape now. No, I think for one thing, they'll think that, Kenneth Lonergan has written and directed 3 beautiful films, and he's really one of our greatest treasures in the film community, and if that's all they take away from it, that's enough.